See, this the shit I'm talking about. This so-called black-brown coalition is non-existent. A Miami-Dade police officer has been relieved of his duties after video posted on social media showed him throwing a black woman to the ground and forcibly arresting her after she called 911 to report that she and a friend had been threatened by a man with a gun. Officers responded to a call on March 5th that a man, later identified as Frank Tum, was brandishing a shotgun during an argument with Diana Loving and Adriana Green, according to an incident report. The video filmed by Green begins with Loving, 26, telling officers that someone just threatened her life. As Loving, who appears to be upset, is talking to an officer identified by the department as Alejandro Giraldo. He grabs her by the arm and appears to push her against the fence. Check out the video. Shout out to Brother Tyrone X.
Just calm down.
You should be corrected if anything.
Calm down.
Why? Why do I have to be corrected when my life was just threatened? My daughter's sick. I just want to go to the store and charge my phone.
Please stop. She didn't even do nothing.
Touch me. Do not touch me. Do not touch me.
What
do
the
not record
heck?
this.
I
Do not touch
am.
me.
What the? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that?
Do not touch
Why are you
me.
doing
Do
that?
not touch me.
She's
I
not
just
doing
said
nothing.
I wanted to call my kids. I just said I wanted to call my kids. My phone is dead. What do you not understand? I got a gun pointed in front of me, and my kid is sick. I'm stressed out.
D.
I
Ramos?
need to go
D.
call
Ramos?
my children.
D. Ramos?
I need to call my kids.
What's his name?
I don't understand.
D. Ramos? Ramos? Ramos, officer, what's your name, please? I'm asking you.
We're busy right now. We're busy right now.
Who can I talk to right now, please?
Please do not let me touch me.
I'll get you
Can you touch me? Can you help me up?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Really?
Does anybody have a cage?
Really? Really?
Well, who can I speak to?
Adri, get my hair.
Move.
Adri's getting my hair in my purse. Can you give me a second?
Move.
Can I grab her purse, please? Why does he have to handle her like that? She didn't do anything
I
wrong.
understood, but when he's giving her orders and saying that he's being
But at the-
disorderly, she needs to calm down.
But she
and
wasn't
do
being
as he's saying.
disorderly, though. She wasn't being disorderly. I had the video. No, it's just him thinking he could use his authority to do what he wants to do, and that's not cool. And this shit is gonna get dealt with. Like, y'all not gonna keep abusing your authority like that. There's ways to do it and ways to say. Like, he knows she wasn't trying to get all crazy and like she just got a gun pulled out on her. What the freak?
To these flatfoots. So again, so much for that black-brown coalition. The young lady was not being in any way aggressive toward the officer from what I can see in the video. It looks as if he came prepared to take her down at the very slightest provocation, which there was none. Geraldo puts his arm around Loving's head and throws her on the ground as Green screams. And it seems like he, as soon as she said to her friend to record this, he immediately grabbed her. That was the trigger. Dyma Loving. Pretty girl, too. I wanted to call my kid, Loving says. I just wanted to call my kid. My phone is dead. What do you not understand? I had a gun pointed in front of me and my kid is sick. I'm stressed out. I need to go call my children. I don't understand. Geraldo then yanks Loving to her feet and walks her toward a police car where she was placed in custody for disorderly conduct and resisting arrest. Loving, who has 3 children, told NBC News during a phone interview Thursday that Geraldo allegedly told her she needed a mental evaluation before arresting her. She said she was taken to Turner Guilford Knight Correctional Center in Miami and released after posting a $150 bond. So that's what I'm saying. What's going on? This black-brown coalition that everybody's always screaming about. And I don't have anything against any Latino person, but I just understand what's going on, how they're being used, and how they are, many of them, I'm not going to say as a blanket statement, but many of them are willing pawns in this white supremacist system. And it's just obvious when you see police officers treating citizens in this manner for no apparent reason. It's good to know that Geraldo has been relieved of his duties, whatever that means. So we will be following up on this story. And this is what happens when you call 911 after having a gun pointed at your head. And he was a field training officer, so this is what they're learning. This is how they're learning to conduct themselves in the field. Officer Geraldo was a field training officer. Loving said Perez needs to reassess his entire department. He needs to train them differently. He needs a whole new team. I agree. So the guy who she argued with was not arrested. Officers wrote in the incident report that Tom denied owning any weapons and said he did not pull a gun out during his confrontation with the 2 women. Police said they searched Tom's property and did not find any weapons. After a witness initially denied seeing Tom brandish a weapon and later changed his story to say that he did see the gun. Officers went back to speak with Tom, but he refused to leave his property. So he's just allowed to not leave his property amid being a suspect in the crime. And that's how it's going down. But we're going to keep a watch on this story again. Just wanted to put this out there for those who are hanging their hat on that ever elusive black-brown coalition. Spill money and I'll get back with you shortly.